Hello, you lovely weird humans. Welcome back to Leave Me Alone, but also please listen. The only podcast that sounds like a therapy session, a cry for help, and a stand-up comedy show all in one. Before we dive into today's chaos, a quick announcement. Our Leave Me on the Couch bonus mini episodes are now live. They're short, they're cosy, and they're filmed while I'm mentally horizontal, basically my natural state. Go check those out after this, or during. I don't control you, I barely control myself. Now, if you've been here since the beginning, thank you. Truly, you've witnessed my slow deterioration into the feral gremlin I am today. You deserve a certificate, or at the very least, financial compensation from the universe. If you're new here, welcome to the Antisocial Fam. Please hit that follow button. It helps more than you know. It's free, it's easy, and it boosts my ego in a socially acceptable way, right? Today we're talking about something every introvert, every queer person, every same-sex parent, every overthinker, and frankly, every tired human can relate to. Being okay with being different, or pretending to be, which honestly is just as valid. Firstly, let's discuss the elusive species known as normal people, because I'm convinced they're fictional, like unicorns, or people who enjoy group chats. Normal people can answer phone calls without dying inside, make small talk without Googling how to be a human, attend social events voluntarily, and speak to strangers, well, without sweating through their shirt. I don't trust it. I think they've just mastered acting, or they're on a performance-enhancing drug. Meanwhile, I'm over here needing a nap because I made accidental eye contact with the neighbour. Here's the truth. You're not weird, you're custom-made, limited edition, handcrafted by all your weird little quirks. Different doesn't mean defective, but it does mean you need 48 hours of sleep after interacting with one person for 20 minutes. Perfect normal behaviour for us. Now, introverts, gather round. Not too close though, obviously. Arm's length. Preferably with a nice, breathable emotional distance. This is a safe space where small talk is illegal and eye contact is optional. Let's break down the daily battles of living life while introverted, socially anxious, and chronically allergic to unexpected human interaction. Number 1. The doorbell ambush. The doorbell rings and instantly my body goes full National Geographic wildlife documentary. I freeze, I listen, I sniff the air like a suspicious woodland creature. Then I drop to the floor like I've been tranquilised and crawl across the carpet in complete silence because whoever it is at the door obviously wants one of three things: my time, my energy, or worse, a conversation. No thank you, leave the parcel in the bin like a respectful stranger. Number 2. Phone calls. My phone rings and I look at it the way a Victorian child used to look at ghosts. Why are you calling me? What went wrong in your life to make this necessary? There are systems in place. They're called text messages. If it's really urgent, send a voice note. If it's extremely urgent, send a voice note and put "sorry for the voice note" at the start. Let's keep it civilised. The only calls I answer willingly are food delivery drivers, and even then I rehearse my "yes thank you" like I'm on Broadway. Number 3. Social invitations. When someone invites me out, my brain instantly panics. Oh God, they think I'm fun. They think I have stamina. They think I can be around more than one person at a time without shutting down like a Windows 98 computer. I'll spend 3 hours drafting a polite decline, like, "Thank you so much for thinking of me, but unfortunately I can't, because I don't want to." And honestly, that should be enough. That one sentence should be my heroic declaration of freedom. But no, society demands a grand performance. Apparently, refusing an invitation now requires a tragic backstory, a monologue, and maybe a small violin playing in the background. So instead of a simple "I don't want to," I end up crafting a message that reads like I'm abandoning a lifelong side quest. I'm typing things like, "due to circumstances beyond my control," when the only circumstance is my desperate desire to stay at home and stare at a wall in peace. And you know what the crazy part is? Everyone knows exactly what's happening. We all understand that maybe next time is a myth, a fairy tale, a bedtime story for adults. And I'm so busy right now, it's just code for I refuse to put on real clothes. We are all in this silent, over-polite theatre production together, performing our roles with unnecessary intensity. So honestly, let's stop pretending, let's embrace the dramatic truth of it all and just say, I can't come because I don't want to. It's honest, it's bold, it's a statement. Frankly, it's the hero's journey we deserve. Because the worst part is sometimes I randomly say yes in a burst of optimism. Then I spend the whole week regretting my own bravery. Number 4, conversations. Every interaction is planned with the intensity of NASA mission control. Saying hello, rehearsed. Ordering food, rehearsed. Asking for a receipt, rehearsed. Practicing my laugh politely so the humans know I'm friendly. Expression, absolutely rehearsed. At this point, I'm starting to feel like an alien. But I'd rather be an alien than a sheep. And despite all the preparation, I still manage to look unhinged when I say you too after the barista tells me to enjoy my drink. My social skills are basically an unreliable Wi-Fi connection. Works sometimes, but don't count on it. Number 5. The post-interaction autopsy. The most introvert thing ever is replaying an entire 5-minute conversation for the next 3 hours like I'm editing a documentary. Why did I say that? Did they think I was weird? Why did I laugh like a confused squirrel? It's exhausting. This is why I need naps, emotional naps. But that doesn't happen because I've got a 3-year-old. Now let's talk about society's expectations versus your actual sanity. Society absolutely loves giving feedback that nobody asked for. It's like the world collectively decided, you seem calm and unbothered. Let me ruin that. You know the lines, smile more, be more outgoing, don't be shy, you should really get out more. Should I? Should I really get out more? Or should you get a hobby that doesn't involve micromanaging my face and my social life? People think introverts are quiet because we're shy. No, babes, we're quiet because talking is tiring, your stories are too long. I can feel my brain cells leaving my body when you speak. Silence is peaceful and free. I'm mentally buffering at 80% of the time, but society sees quiet people and panics. Oh no, they're broken, we must fix them. No, you don't. We're not Wi-Fi. We don't need troubleshooting. We need space, snacks, and non-threatening environments where no one says, so what's new with you? And the best part, extroverts always assume their way is the normal way. They'll be like, you have to come to this event, it'll be fun. Will it? Will it, Jessica? Because your definition of fun involves loud music, forced mingling, and conversations I can't escape without faking a seizure. Society also gives out emotional prescriptions like a dodgy back alley doctor. Maybe if you were more outgoing, people would understand you. No, if people listened better, they would understand me. Volume doesn't equate confidence. Sometimes the loudest people have the least to say. And then there's the classic, you don't fit in. Well, no kidding. I'm not a USB stick. I don't need to fit into every port. Not fitting in doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It means you're trying to cram your personality into spaces that weren't designed for your shape, your brain, your vibe, your queerness, or your introversions, or your boundaries. You're not difficult, the environment is. It's like trying to read a book in the middle of a rock concert. The issue isn't the story, it's the noise. Here's the educational bit that people conveniently forget. Humans aren't meant to fit in everywhere. We find our people, our spaces, our comfort zones, and our version of normal. And that's what good mental health actually looks like. You don't need to change your personality to be accepted, and you don't need to upgrade your social settings. You also don't need to pretend to enjoy things that drain you. You just need to stop giving society admin access to your personality. Because at the end of the day, your sanity matters more than someone else's expectations. And honestly, society can barely manage itself. I'm not taking life advice from a system that still thinks networking events are a good idea. So, let's move on to mastering the art of not caring. I'm going to give you the ultimate cheat code. Being different becomes infinitely easy the moment you stop auditioning for other people's approval. You're not on a talent show, you're not performing, you don't owe the world a likeable version of you. You don't need to impress your co-workers, you don't need to match the vibe of strangers, you don't need to fix your personality. You don't need to mimic whatever society says is normal. The moment you stop caring about being understood by everyone, you upgrade into a peaceful, sarcastic, anti-resilient Pokemon. So if you take anything from this 10-minute emotional ramble, you don't have to be normal. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to blend in. You don't have to act like everyone else. You can be weird. You can be quiet. You can be flamboyant. You can be awkward. You can be queer. You can be introverted. Or you can be chaotic. Just be whatever version of you feels the least soul-draining. Different isn't a flaw. It's proof you're not pretending. Alright, that's all the emotional energy I can give today without needing a 3-hour nap. So, thank you for listening, truly. If you've been here since the beginning, I appreciate you more than you know. And if you're new here, thank you for joining this sarcastic little corner of the internet. And don't forget to hit that follow button, it helps more than you realise. And before you go, send in your stories, your questions, your disasters, your confessions, or if you want terrible sarcastic advice, write in. I love reading your chaos. It makes me feel less alone in mine. Until next time, stay weird, stay wonderful, and most of all, stay unapologetically different.